alla primissima puntata del nostro nuovo programma di video podcast 15 Minutes With, 15 minuti in compagnia di alcuni nostri ospiti illustri e oggi siamo in compagnia di un ospite d'eccezione, un ospite internazionale in un'azienda internazionale particolare. Abbiamo voluto infatti iniziare il nostro programma di video podcast direttamente nella casa di uno dei nostri soci premium. Siamo voluti venire qui proprio per far vedere anche la sede e quello che ci può offrire. Abbiamo deciso di avere con noi come nostro primo ospite, appunto come dicevo, un ospite d'eccezione. Saremo oggi in compagnia 15 minuti di Joe Plumeri, un nome che io l'ho pronunciato all'americana, ma è Plumeri, se così vogliamo dirlo, che tradisce un po' le sue origini italiane, addirittura dalla Sicilia,
sì.
Grandparents from Sicily, per rendere questa chiacchierata un pochino più facile, comunque un pochino più diciamo confortevole, more comfortable for you. I will switch from Italian to English.
One day we'll do this in Italian.
Yeah, okay, we will do it again in Italian. Before starting our chat, let me introduce our listeners, you and Selecta Group. Selecta, a company headquartered in Switzerland since 1957, is a food tech company with a leading road-based self-service distribution network in Europe, offering innovative convenience food services and world-class quality coffee brands in the workplace and public spaces. Every day, it serves beverages and snacks to more than 10 million people at its 475,000 points of sales across Europe. I mean, 16 countries in
Yes.
Europe. And provides vending services and solutions for all types of companies in all business segments. It is owned by the American investment giant firm Kohlberg, Kravis, Roberts & Co., KKR. And so that's the reason why we as AmCham, we are very proud to have the group among our associated members. Here in Italy, just a quick overview even on Selecta here in Italy, is positioning itself for long-term growth in the food tech market and is now offering clients a new, modern, premium range of solutions, from premium coffee solutions to fresh food products, as we can see here, in new modern technologies like the smart fridge.
Yes.
For the workplace or on the go. So, after this introduction, I'm very happy to have here with us Joe Plumeri, Executive Chairman of Selecta Group. Joe, thank you so much.
Great to be here. This is, I love doing these interviews. I love talking to people, especially the American Chamber. That I have, I'm sure there's a lot of people that I know listening and watching to this show, so thank you.
Thanks to you. I know that you have a full agenda today because you're here in Italy for days, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to have you as our first guest of our brand new podcast,
Thank
15
you.
Minute With. You were appointed, just a quick overview even on you, you were appointed Executive Chairman of Selecta Group in May 2020. Not an easy
Not
year.
an easy time. Actually, I started because I was a senior advisor to KKR in the beginning of the year. And so they asked me to take a look at Selecta. So I did in February, and in March, the pandemic started.
Okay.
So I got involved in March, but formally became involved in May. So I already knew what I was getting into.
Yeah, so before joining Willis, because you have a long career, Vice Chairman of the First Data Board of Directors, as well as Chairman,
which was a KKR company.
KKR company, as CEO of Willis Group Holdings,
Which was a KKR
company.
Right.
Before joining Willis, you had 32-year career at Citigroup and its predecessor.
Yes, I was CEO of Citibank, and before that, Shearson Lehman Brothers, which was a big investment bank. So yeah, I've.
You're a giant.
I have been. No, I don't know
You're a
about that.
giant.
I've been around, and everything's been exciting. Every business I've ever been in has been exciting.
So let's deep dive into your Selecta world now, your Selecta career, starting with a fundamental topic, one of the most important issues of our time. Let's talk about sustainability. We all know that it consists of fulfilling the needs of current generations without compromising the needs of the future ones. while ensuring a balance between economic growth, environmental care, and social well-being. More than ever today, sustainability is important for each one of us, and it is very important even in Selecta and in your business. So it's an integral part of the way Selecta do business, focus on keys, area in which you can make positive difference. With this in mind, what about Selecta and its approach in this regard? What are the pillars that can make the real difference in your vision? And how Selecta can help associates, clients, and supply chain partners?
Well, we have 12 principles that we live by. It's our behavior in Selecta, and the 11th principle has to do with sustainability. The environment is a big deal. We have a lot to do with the environment. We have a very big coffee business. We have a business, a roaster in outside of Amsterdam, in Dordrecht, where we have a coffee fund that is specifically designed to be able to make coffee organically, so that we can guarantee, because we sell a lot of coffee, not only our own coffee, but other people's coffee. So we want to make sure that they comply with the organic nature of the way coffee is made. And that's the biggest issue in sustainability. It's what you drink and what you drink from. And we want to make sure that the cups and the ingredients are organic and qualify for our sustainability standards. What we sell in our machines, the plastic versus the bottles versus the wrapping, all of it has to be qualified against the standards of sustainability. So we have when you're serving 10 million people a day, you're going to have an impact on people. What you serve, the way you serve it has an impact. So we have a big responsibility. We don't take that lightly. We take it very, very seriously. So it's not only growing our company, but growing it in a way that's good for the environment and good for people.
Yeah, sure. And thank you for this, really.
It's a big deal.
Thank you. Another point, very important, is surfing on the net. Everybody, each one of us can see that you have a philosophy in what you do. Why deliver snacks when you can deliver joy? So it's not about putting something in people's stomach, I mean. It's about putting a smile on their face.
Exactly.
This is really very beautiful from your side. You in Selecta say that you can deliver moments of joy every day.
Exactly.
So can you share with us the purpose of Selecta and its mission as well?
Well, I think that for all the years that I've been in business, I've never approached the business for what it appeared to be. I ran a bank. I didn't think it was a bank. I ran an insurance broker. I didn't think it was an insurance broker. I thought beyond that in terms of what it did to the consumer. What did it make you feel like? And that's the business that I was in. So in the case of Selecta, we deliver coffee solutions, water solutions. Matter of fact, the water solutions now come in a food tech business is more than just plain water. You can have water infused with sustainably, infused with different flavors in the same machine. Now, for an example, and that brings me joy. So we created these machines so that not only it gives me pure water, it gives me seltzer water, or it gives me grape water, or raspberry water, or lemon water, and it's all done through technology. And so, because if that brings people joy, I know it brings me joy because I'm one of those people that want flavored water. So the way we look at it is that if somebody approaches a coffee machine of ours and the coffee's good and the machine is clean and they have their cup of coffee and a smile on their face, days are difficult. So the times that we can make some joy in a difficult day of everybody's time, then that's what we do. And if we think about it that way, and all of our associates think about it that way, so when somebody approaches our smart fridge and they see a nice salad, and the salad's fresh, and it tastes good, they smile. There's a sandwich, there's a bagel, and it tastes good, and it's fresh, they smile. So we look at everything we do, that if we do it well, if we do it professionally and we do it and we take it personally, that we're bringing joy to people, then our jobs are not jobs. What they are is a sense of doing something that has an impact on people's lives. So we don't think we're in the vending business. We don't think we're in the food tech business. We think we're in the joy business.
And that's the reason why we had last year, and even we are going to have you again as our in-kind sponsor of our General Assembly in June.
Yes, and so I've always approached every business that way.
Yeah.
So when I got here and I said to people, what business do you think you're in? They said vending. I said, I don't think so. And they said, what do you think? And I told them, I said, I think you're in the joy business. And they looked at me funny until I explained it to them, and they said, oh yeah, I understand that now. 10 million, do you realize if a business can impact in a positive way 10 million people a day, what a wonderful world.
Yeah.
What a wonderful opportunity.
Happier every day. Yeah.
What a wonderful opportunity that is. That's our responsibility, to bring 10 million people to have a smile. Wow. In a day and age when there's not a lot of smiling, right?
Right.
But we have that opportunity, so that's great.
Saremo tutti felici. We will all very happy during our next General Assembly. So the last one, but not least, Selector Group is a food tech company. What does it mean in terms of a food revolution, let me say?
Sure.
What this kind of food revolution means in terms of employees' satisfaction, for example, and in terms of costs on customer companies?
Well, first of all, we like to call them clients, not customers. Customers is a bad word here.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, I want to explain it, because customers, there's a phrase that Americans would understand, that the customer is always right.
Okay.
That means if the customer wants a loaf of bread, you give them a loaf of bread. There's no value in that. It's simply the exchange of a commodity for a price. There's no value. But we say client because we think the relationship we have is one that we bring value to. So that when we see a client, we say, what is your needs? Do you need a cafeteria anymore? Do you still, because less people are coming to the office, do you need something smaller than that? Do you need something to attract people to the office now? What are your needs are different? So because your needs are different, we then can say this is the value we can bring, because now instead of a cafeteria, you can have a smart fridge. You can have a steamer of hot food attached to it. Look, you have penne ricotta pomodoro. I mean, vending machines usually don't have that. You take it out, you put it in a steamer, or you put it into a microwave, and all of a sudden you have the equivalent of a cafe, and you have a snack bar with candy and chips, and then you have all of the drinks. So the world has changed. The access to this machine is through technology. So if I put my phone up against this, then it opens, and then when you take it out, the sensor reads the weight and then charges you accordingly. That's technology. So you're taking food and you're applying technology to the accessibility of it. It's beautiful. Yeah, and I explained the water. So traditional vending is a vending machine. You put which you access, by the way, either by phone, mobile phone, or by card. And you take it out of the spiral. That's a vending machine. Then there's a coffee machine that's usually for offices that are desktop types of machines. And then there's a water machine, which now we're translating plain water into different flavors and seltzer, etc. That's technology at work while serving, what used to be just water. And now you have these smart fridges, which offers hot, cold sandwiches. I mean, it's probably this penne ricotta, funghi porcini, not as good as my mother's, but it's not bad in a pinch. So this is technology, and we even have smart vending machines now that are AI, so that the machine basically reads the consumer. And as a result of that, will make suggestions to the consumer on the machine as to what they think they should buy. Yes, because it can read the consumer and see it. So, yeah, and so that I think is the future. So and if we do that, and we use technology on behalf of people, rather than instead of people, then the 10 million people are better off.
perfect. So really, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you for this
I
moment
enjoyed
of
this.
joy.
I could do this forever.
Grazie davvero Joe Plumeri per questo momento di gioia, di felicità che ci hai regalato qui nella tua casa. Spero, I hope to see you again very soon.
Grazie.
Grazie mille e grazie anche a voi.
Grazie a tutti.
Esatto, grazie anche a voi. Chi sarà in compagnia di Amsham nei prossimi 15 minuti insieme a noi, rimanete sintonizzati e lo scoprirete anche voi. Grazie.
Grazie. Thank you very much.